What's going on? All thanks for tuning in once again. It's fight week. Let's talk about heavyweights. Let's talk about Bakole versus Ajagba. Both guys claiming that they're the number one African fighter. You know, it's been a funny build up. You know, it's been a lot of cursing and the accents are really funny. You know, watching the build up has been fun to watch. I'm sure that the fight won't disappoint. You know, I'm expecting Bakole to really go for it in this one. You know, he did lose to Parker in the second round, got knocked out. I know it was short notice. I know that it was unfair, but at the end of the day, you know, he still lost. So I'm sure that he's looking to redeem himself. Ajagba, you know, he won his last fight, but let's not forget he did lose to Sanchez. Went the distance though, you know, got off the canvas and showed a lot of heart. But both of them, you know, they struggle with guys that can move well and box well. You know, Sanchez is a great boxer, as well as Michael Hunter. You know, I'm not going to really talk about the Parker fight because that was short notice, but, you know, we saw a lot of flaws from both guys. In this fight, I would say that Ajagba is probably the better boxer. You know, if they were to have a fight where it's just based on points, I would say Ajagba wins, but I'm expecting a knockout in this fight. I think that Ajagba is going to try to fight behind the jab and, you know, try to set up a big right hand. But the thing is that Bakole, he's able to fight short range and long range. You know, he's able to land long shots, straight rights. So I think that Bakole is going to land a straight right on Ajagba, and it's going to hurt him. I don't think that Ajagba's fought anyone on Bakole's level, you know, in terms of punching power. I know Sanchez has got a punch in him, but Bakole's two-handed. You know, he's a bully fighter, you could say. You know, he's a guy that comes forward relentlessly and hits you with hard punches. The only way that Ajagba wins this fight is on points, staying behind the jab, finding a way to stay away from Bakole, which is very hard to do. You know, it's very hard to do. You know, even Hunter was getting caught a lot on the fight. The way that Hunter did it was he took his best punches. You know, he was able to withstand the punches as well as box smartly. Ajagba, I think that he's going to try to go for the knockout, and I think it's going to backfire. I think that the fight doesn't go 8 rounds. I'm expecting the fight to end within 7. You know, I'm going for a round 7 knockout prediction in Bakole's favour. But I wouldn't be surprised if Ajagba does knock him out as well. You know, he does have a big punch in him. It's just that I think Bakole's going to read it too easily, you know, because Ajagba, he likes to fight behind the jab, so it's going to be like a punch that's sort of mid to long range. You know, those are the sort of punches that you can see coming a bit more. You know, with the Parker knockout, Parker was leaning forward, Bakole didn't see it coming, you know, so Bakole's also, you know, good at keeping his hands up at times. You know, he does keep his hands up, does that crossbar defense, you could say, you know, puts the hands up and covers up at times, you know, and he's got good head movement. So I think that Bakole wins this fight by knockout. I'm expecting it to be a good fight while it lasts. But I think that the power and the pressure, once Bakole lands on Ajagba, I think that he's going to forcefully come forward as he does. I think that he's going to forcefully land that right hand and get him into a corner, finish him off. on the ropes, you know, possibly with uppercuts, right hands, left hands, you name it. You know, he's a very two-handed fighter. So my prediction is Martin Bakole by knockout round 7. Leave your take on it. Looking forward to the fight. Ajagba, you know, he is good at what he does, but I just think he doesn't have the ability to stay away and take the punishment of Martin Bakole. That's my take. Look forward to the comments, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.